What's up, Dubnation? It's your boy, Let Us Pray. I hope you're having a blessed and a prosperous day. Look here, y'all. This is my Dubnation debate series. You can find content after every single Warriors game. This is just a kind of like a episode that I'm doing on my way to work in my car. And I just wanted to say this is not new. I've been doing Dubnation debate series for going on, I think, 3 or 4 years now. I do it on my Instagram. You can find me on Instagram, Let Us Pray. And then I have another YouTube channel that is Let Us Pray Sports. But I've started to dedicate my Falcons, Atlanta Falcons, that's right, NFC South division leading Atlanta Falcon content for that channel. So I moved all my Golden State Warriors content to this channel. So if you are a Warriors fan, this is where you want to be, trust me. I'm not going to give you a whole lot of long videos. All the game recaps I do are under 60 seconds, usually 60 seconds or less. And I just want to, inform you. I know a lot of Warrior fans out there can't find the time to watch the whole game, so your boy just giving you a little snippet of a game summary, and I'm giving you my player of the game with some stats and some content. So if you have the time, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can get my uploads and my videos as soon as I upload them. All right. But I want to talk about last night's game. The Warriors started out the season 6-1. All right, one loss, only one loss, and that was to the Clippers, I believe. So the Warriors are on the third game of their road trip. They beat the Houston Rockets first. They beat the Washington Wizards. Shout out to Pool Party, met up with Pool Party. And then they're facing the Boston Celtics last night. Don't get me wrong. I know the Celtics are the champs, but that was last year, okay? A lot of people seem like they want to crown them again because they won last year. No. Last year does not carry over to this year. I don't care what you say. You got to win the games just like you had to win them last year. Going into that game, several ESPN analysts had Jason Tatum as the guy who's just gonna stick it to Steve Kerr this game to prove that he should have played him in the Olympics because Steve Kerr was so wrong because he benched Jason Tatum, who wasn't making shots, who wasn't playing defense, and who was turning the ball over. The great Jason Tatum. Get out of here with that, man. The USA team won the gold medal. They had outstanding performances from everybody who was in the small forward or shooting guard position, which is Jason Tatum's position. They didn't miss a beat without him. He looked like he was lost. He looked like he was scared. He looked like he didn't want to play in the Olympics. Kevin Durant was playing. LeBron James was playing. Anthony Edwards was playing. You only have so many spots on the team. Only 5 people can play at once. All right? If anything, Jason Tatum did himself a disservice by playing so badly when he got opportunities to play. They always say, as a player, you have to play so well that you make it hard for your coach not to play you. That means when you get in the game, you make plays. When you get in the game, you're doing everything right. When you get in the game, it's not about making all your shots, but it's about being in the right place at the right time. It's about rebounding. It's about defending. It's about communicating. It's about, even if you don't get that steal, you get that deflection. I didn't see that from Jason Tatum in the Olympics, but this is not a bashing Jason Tatum. I'm just saying what they were trying to paint this narrative, trying to paint this whole, Steve Kerr versus Jason Tatum matchup last night. And Jason Tatum was going to destroy the Warriors because he's so pissed off at Steve Kerr. I sounded like Vince McMahon right there. But it was irritating me. It was irritating me. And they're just proclaiming that the Celtics are just going to demolish the Warriors last night. The Celtics are going to have Jason Tatum's back. And they're going to play for Jason Tatum tonight. They're going to play inspired basketball. And I'm like, oh my God, give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a freaking break. And what are the Warriors going to do while they're doing that? They're just going to roll the ball out and let them take the ball from them every time? What are the Warriors going to be doing while they're playing inspired basketball? They're going to be playing scared basketball? Come on, man. And I heard every single ESPN analyst on that platform proclaim that the Celtics were going to run away with this victory. Except for one. And it is the man that I usually do not agree with. Big Perk. So shout out to Big Perk. Big Perk said, the Warriors going to win this game. The Warriors are going to win this game. I think the Warriors are going to win this game. He talked about how the bench has been playing outstanding. Buddy Hield. Jonathan Kuminga now moved to the bench. Getting a dose of Lindy Waters last night because there was no Brandon Pajinski. Okay? Kevon Looney coming off the bench. You got championship pedigree coming off the bench now for the Golden State Warriors. And let me say something. Buddy Hield, I don't know who y'all thought he was. Warriors haters. Because I know a lot of Warriors haters was laughing when the Warriors signed Buddy Hield. Like, oh man, Warriors gonna be trash this year. They got Buddy Hield. Are you laughing now? Are you still laughing? Buddy Hield is a bucket. You hear me? That boy is a bucket. Leave him open if you want to. Steph Curry is gonna do what Steph Curry does. Steph Curry had an outstanding performance last night. He had 4 steals. Okay? 4 steals. He had 9 assists. I believe he added 7 rebounds and 27 points. He hit 4 threes. He was all over the place making plays. But you know what? He started off the game facilitating. And that's what I love to see from Steph Curry. He doesn't have to take all the shots. He wants to get his team. He knows he'll have more opportunities if he gets his teammates involved early on in the game. And that's what he did last night. The Warriors got off to a slow start. Boston, it looked like it might be a blowout early in the first quarter, but then the Warriors settle in. They reel the Celtics back in, and then they explode in the second quarter. They win that second quarter 32-16. That's doubled up. The Warriors won that quarter by 16 points. And that was pretty much game, set, match, man. Don't get me wrong. The Celtics made their run. They made their push in the third. But then the Warriors come back after the Celtics expend all that energy getting that lead down. The Warriors sealed the deal with some big-time shot making by Steph Curry and by Buddy Hield. And the Warriors sealed the deal at the free throw line. Free throw line was much to be discussed because of Saturday's game against the Rockets, where the Warriors had a 31-point lead and they missed 18 free throws, and the Rockets stormed all the way back and forced overtime, but not in this game. The Warriors were clutch down the stretch. I believe I counted 6 out of 7 free throws made in that last minute alone, and that sealed the deal. That sealed the deal for the Warriors. The bench scored, was it 49 points? I believe the bench scoring was 49-14. They outscored Boston on the bench. Just amazing, man. Just amazing. And the Warriors outscored the Celtics, the big, burly Celtics, the tall Celtics. They outscored them in the paint. The Warriors did. The Warriors had 52 paint points last night. So the Warriors also kept their turnovers under 13, which has been a topic of discussion for me ever since we've had this version of the Warriors. Because I'm not a bandwagon. I've been a Warrior fan for a long time, y'all. Over 20 years, okay? Over 20 years. I know you looking like, man, this baby face, ain't no way you've been a Warriors fan for over 20 years. Oh yeah. I've been a Warriors fan over 20 years. And turnovers with this version of the Warriors is always a stat that I monitor. They had 11 turnovers last night on the road, and that's a great number. They keep their turnovers under 13. Good things usually happen. So I just want to give a shout out to the Warriors, man. They embrace when the analysts, the haters, and even their own fans are doubting them. Some fans been saying, I don't know if the Warriors are that good. We haven't played anybody yet. I just don't know. This, that, and the other. Haters are saying, oh, man, the Warriors are trash. They overrated. Buddy Hield. They lost Klay Thompson. They're cooked. They're done. They're old. They ain't winning no more championships. Trust me, man. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Steve Kerr. They've been hearing all that noise, been talking. All that noise. And last night especially, I'm sure they were hearing that the Celtics were supposed to expose this version of the Warriors. The Celtics were supposed to beat the brakes off this version of the Warriors. That this version of the Warriors are pretenders, not contenders for not only a Western Conference championship, but for an NBA title. There's been a lot of hate. A lot of skeptical fans and haters out there. I'm here to tell you, man, I think this version of the Warriors is for real. We have a good starting five if we can stay healthy. We have a great bench unit if we can stay healthy. DeAnthony Melton has been out. Brandon Pajinski, one of our main energy bench guys, was out last night. Those two guys. And the bench still came through and scored more than twice the Celtics bench total. This team is for real, y'all. And when Keita, the center for Boston Celtics, he was taking over the game in that fourth quarter. He was taking over the game. He was getting put back dunks. He was posterizing people. He was grabbing rebounds. What did Steve Kerr do? He looked down the bench and he said, come in here. Come on, Olajuwon. I need you to neutralize this young man. And that's exactly what Looney did. Want no more dunks? Keita. Want no more offensive boards? Keita. Kevon Olajuwon is having none of that. So this Warriors team has a little bit of everything, man. I would say except for elite size, right? We don't have elite size. We don't have that, 7-footer that most teams would love to have. That's a shot blocker and whatnot. We do have, a rim protector and Trace Jackson Davis, but he's an undersized center. And like I said, we got Kevon Olajuwon, man. He knows how to play good fundamental defense, okay? He knows how to box out. And he's willing to do the dirty work for the better of the team. And he had some timely put back offensive rebounds for crucial buckets in that fourth quarter. Kevon Olajuwon, man. He was the unsung hero last night. I had Steph Curry as my player of the game last night with the 27 points and the 4 steals, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. But Kevon Olajuwon had to be my runner-up. And then after him will be Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield came in that the end of that first quarter and early in that second quarter, and he changed that game. He immediately came in and started making shots. And that's what you want from your bench. A guy who comes in ready with a flamethrower. He got a flamethrower right here. No conscience. He comes straight in, man. He comes straight in off the bench, and he is money. He don't need no warm-up. Comes straight off the bench. So, yeah, man, Buddy Hield, definitely played a huge role last night. And everybody, it was strength in numbers. That's the Warriors' mantra under Steve Kerr, strength in numbers. Everybody contributes. We pass the ball around, and whoever has the best shot will take the shot. Kyle Anderson, and before I go, Kyle Anderson, man. Kyle freaking Anderson, known as Slow-Mo, known to have limited range, okay? Just mostly like a mid-range shooter. He made 3 consecutive threes in the first half last night. I don't think he's ever done that in his career in the NBA. 3 consecutive threes. And you could tell he was feeling himself. He was feeling himself so much that the Celtics coach called a timeout. It was like, no, man, I got to stop the bleeding. I can't believe it. Kyle Anderson made 3 straight threes. We need a timeout. We're going to stop his momentum because the boy is getting hot. Shout out to Kyle Anderson, man. 3 consecutive threes last night. That was amazing to watch. I might go back and watch that game again this weekend. But that's all I got for you, man. So make sure you come on this journey with your boy. Warriors play the Cleveland Cavaliers tomorrow. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the only unbeaten team. Well, I don't know if they lost last night, actually. So they're either a one-loss team or an unbeaten team. Either way, definitely one of the stronger teams in the Eastern Conference early on in the season. So the Warriors will have another big test tomorrow night against the Cavaliers on the road. It's your boy, Let's Pray. I hope you're having a blessed and prosperous day. Tell those that you love them while you can. Have a blessed and prosperous rest of your Thursday. Peace, y'all. Go Dubs, and I'm out.